Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. What does it mean that love is not rude? Here's another topic involving love that I got from the website gotquestions.org. I will read that here and interject my own thoughts. And I have a playlist I called Love, where I am storing these as well as some other videos I've made, of my, 1,450 videos so far that I have. Learning how not to be rude will make you a better lover of your wife or be able to be more marriageable. Yes, love has to do with not being rude. This is important. Please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea for marriage talk, in my case with a woman from another country after a short online relationship. So from godquestions.org, the description of love, very famous chapter, 1 Corinthians 13, I allude to quite a bit, includes a list of what love is not. We read that love is not rude in verse 5. Love then has good manners. The Greek phrase could literally be translated does not act unbecomingly or does not act inappropriately. Christian love does not seek to cause problems, and it does not belittle others. Christian love involves choosing appropriate actions and responses that help other people. Rudeness is finding more and more acceptance in today's culture. Have you noticed that? Public behavior and words that were unthinkable a generation ago are now commonplace. We live in what essayist Merrill Marco in the Wall Street Journal calls a renaissance of rudeness. The fact is that rudeness is rooted in selfishness. Manners are meant to reduce the friction of human interaction. Discourtesy reveals a lack of consideration for others. The ill-mannered person is communicating that it's all about me. Love, by contrast, cannot be selfish for the simple reason that love is concerned for the other person's well-being. Therefore, love is mannerly. Continuing from GodQuestions.org, when Christians give testimony to what they believe and defend the faith, they are to do so with gentleness and respect. 1 Peter 3:15, gentleness and respect, so it's not rude. In other words, we are to witness in a loving, courteous way. This is not to say that Christians should never speak negatively regarding the actions of others. The gospel message condemns sin and calls sinners to repentance and faith in Jesus, Acts 17:30. However, there is a right way and a wrong way to do anything, and speaking against sin need not be abrasive. Christians are called to speak the truth in love. That's Ephesians 4:15. And as we know, love is not rude. A husband who loves his wife will not treat her rudely, but with courtesy and respect. A pastor who loves his congregation will not speak of them condescendingly to others. A Christian who loves his neighbor will remember his manners and act in a decorous, fitting way. A life of love is shown in our words and actions and will impact others to bring glory to the Lord. That's the end of the article. I just have some other thoughts about this idea of love not being rude. I think this is such a valuable trait to have for marriage. Manners, appropriate behavior. You'll need that often. Your wife will greatly appreciate you not being rude. In this topic, or love, not being rude is something, I have struggled with in my own way, and I would like each of us to consider where we might be rude to our spouse or girlfriend, because that will carry over into marriage if you are even allowed to get that far. And I know I've had my trouble with, what do they call them? Customer service people, office people. I tend to have a really short fuse. And yeah, my wife's pointed out that a million times. I can tell you that us Western men have a reputation of being rude. That's how many Filipinos think of us or view us. It could be in the form of quick answers without listening, not carefully thinking through what your wife is wanting. Maybe it's the tone of one's voice or general impatience, but you get what I mean. It's especially challenging to not be rude when we are under pressure or under the weather, not feeling well. Nevertheless, we should aim to be temperate with our comments. Rudeness is not to be taken lightly. Please subscribe and hear more marriage talk here on Love Beyond the Sea.